Star Trek Enterprise is the most recent Star Trek series to have been produced. However, in the canon, chronologically, it is the first. It's also the series where the producers decided to distance it the most from the established canon, so it is the Trek series that is the most different from all the others. The opening credits, somebody thought it would be a good idea to have a song with lyrics. Now, I do have to say, the intro song does get a lot of hate. I mildly dislike it, but it borders on indifference. It doesn't bother me that much. However, the opening montage, where it shows all the different vessels named Enterprise, like the old sailing ships, and then the NASA space shuttle, that was an actual real-life prototype named Enterprise after fans from the original Star Trek, so it's kind of nice how it loops back that way, but then it goes on and shows Cochrane's ship, and then it does a really nice job of tying that all together, and I really think the opening montage is exceptionally well done. So the theme music rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. No one really gave props to that opening sequence, so I really enjoyed that. The show itself, however, I find it has the most forgettable cast. The characters are okay, but the only one who really stands out as being truly excellent in my mind is the Doctor, Phlox, who, incredible character. So entertaining, so interesting, so, I don't know, that actor's also incredible. You should totally watch The Man from Earth if you haven't seen it already. It's a prequel to the other series, so the Federation isn't established. It's a lot rougher around the edges. There's no prime directive. There's no big Starfleet backing them up. It seems like the kind of show that could have been good. It could have had room to be a little edgier, but it had so many interesting things, like the pilot wasn't from Earth or from a colony. He was from essentially a space trucker family, cargo haulers. That's an interesting element that in that kind of world would be common, but we've never really seen. In other series, all the characters are very much about, go, go, go. Their Starfleet's their life. But this show had the Hoshi, the communications officer, was actually reluctant to go. She didn't want to be there at first. I like that. The early episodes, nothing quite works right. They don't know what they're doing. A lot of the big tech, like shields and photon torpedoes, none of that's been invented yet. It's all waiting to come. They have little hints for the fans, but I found a lot of it really came off more as empty fan service rather than good storytelling. Same with the Ferengi episode. I'm not going to criticize the Borg episode, however, even though chronologically that bugs some people because it makes Q less of a bad guy. Still, it's a great episode. So I give it a pass just because the results entertain me. With TNG and Deep Space Nine, I can name off every character off the top of my head, where with shows like Enterprise, it's kind of like Voyager, where just so many of the cast were underdeveloped, underused, and uninteresting. When it was on TV, I was going to university, so I wasn't able to watch the show regularly, so it's one that I caught more very much out of order in reruns. Season 1 or 2, I remember being fairly uneventful, very like the original series. It wasn't that serious. Season 2 ended with a spectacular cliffhanger. I think they tried to recapture some of the glory of Deep Space Nine's Dominion War with the whole Xindi thing, but it just turned into this long, slow, boring mess of just crap I didn't care about. And just when you think things couldn't possibly get any worse, they end season 3 with the cliffhanger of they're back in World War II and the Nazis are alien Nazis. Oh, fuck. Really? That's when I gave up on the show. I didn't even bother watching season 4. My crickets seemed to be uninterested in this tale. Anyway, after season 4, Enterprise was cancelled, which is a shame because in going back and watching a little bit of season 4, it's actually pretty damn great. I think if we got the writing quality of season 4 all the way through, we would have had a great show that probably would have gotten 7 years. Because we had the first 3 years, nobody cared, nobody watched, so the show got cancelled. If it wasn't for season 4, I would say it deserved to be cancelled, but after watching season 4, it's kind of like a Firefly situation where it's like, yeah, I want to see more like this. But there isn't more, so let's just start from the beginning and check out the pilot, which will be the next video. Let's go.